Hello and welcome to Talented Tuesday. We are Grandmaster Matthew Sadler and I are joined by the wonderful Grace. Good morning to you, Grace.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well as well, thank you. How are you, Matthew?
Yeah, no, feeling good. Looking forward to this.
Yes. So Grace, I think we met. We've met a few times a little while back, long ago, and also met more recently. But one of the times I remember we met was at Chess Fest in Trafalgar Square, and we played this lovely game. And you managed to make my rooks boring. I remember that very well. And so you got these very active rooks, and I got boring rooks. So that's. One of the things I remember about you from a few years ago when you were even younger than you are now. But how are you? How old are you now, Grace?
I'm 11 now.
11 now. Excellent. And what do you really love about chess? Why did you play chess?
I really enjoy chess because I think it's just so interesting because every game is different and you don't really know what to expect. And I think like if without chess, I think I'd just not really know what to do with the afternoon.
Yeah, your afternoon can just fly by, can't it, with a good few games of chess?
Yeah.
Great. And you've got a lovely game to show us. Can you tell us a little bit more about this game and why you picked it?
So I picked this game because I thought it was really interesting because my opponent he seemed really kind of overconfident.
Okay.
And it was just some really strange and unusual positions. And
yeah. You like creative positions and positions where you can kind of think it all out for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So right. So you are playing someone, Aleksander Tenin?
Yeah.
Rated 2080. So very strong opponent. And you've got white. What was the event you're at, Grace?
I was at the 4NCL, so the Four Nations Chess League, and this was the last round of the May weekend.
Okay, cool. We're going to kick off with some moves, but in a little bit, I'm going to ask you a little bit more about the 4NCL for any of our viewers that haven't tried playing at the 4NCL yet. So
let's have a look. E4. Do you always play E4, Grace?
I don't always, but
oh, okay.
Yeah, so I kind of changed between D4 and E4.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's a very good thing to do from the start, actually, because I think there's so much. I mean, it's good to have the variety, isn't it? It's good to change around and be able to play different things all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So opponent played E5, Knight F3.
Wait, don't whiz past Knight F3 because I also remember Grace. I also remember when we commentated on you in there was a ECF. We did a 24-hour blitz marathon and you were playing in it, and you played all these games with the King's Gambit. I seem to remember that used to be your opening, and that used to be my opening too. And yeah. I was saying, do you learn some other stuff as well though? And so you've got other openings as well as the King's Gambit.
Yeah.
Do you still like the King's Gambit?
Yeah, I still like it, but I think sometimes when I play more standard games, I think it's just too open, and I think it's not very stable positions all the time.
No, you're absolutely right.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's good to be able to play both, but it's good to have something good and solid like this when you need to play more solidly. So he played the Lopez, and you went back with bishop a4, and he played the move d6, protecting his pawn. Slightly unusual, this one. Did you know this one, Grace, or?
Yeah, I mean, I knew it, but I hadn't done as much preparation on this line.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not played that often, I don't think anymore. But knight c3. Oh, and he put his knight onto e7. So that's quite unusual as well, isn't it? Just instead of putting the knight on f6, just playing the knight round to g6 as well.
So I'm
So
imagining Black's going to try and fianchetto and get f5 in or something.
he could do.
Oh no, he
could
doesn't.
do.
No, he
He doesn't actually. He just put the knight on g6. And here you played knight e2, Grace.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the aim of knight e2?
I think I wanted to play c3.
Oh, okay, that's very nice. Nice idea. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it's quite a typical idea. Get the knight round to g3 as well. This knight can come round here and attack those squares. So yeah, I mean, often they do it with you know, a normal Lopez maneuver is often to go knight d2, f1 to g3, but actually knight c3 to e2 to g3 is also possible, and it's been played a lot as well. So good move. But he played something. He played something weird, right? He just kept on moving his knight.
Yeah, I didn't understand that really.
It's a bit of a.
Yeah, I was just really confused.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel a bit weird in a way to spend all that time moving a knight just to exchange it somehow. But I suppose the centre's quite sort of calm. There's not that much happening, so he can get away with a little bit more. But it's a little bit, it is a little bit strange somehow. He played bishop e7, and you went for the queen exchange, Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like positions without queens, or what was your thinking there?
Well, for me, I think it kind of depends, because if I've got a really closed position and it's kind of, you know, slow, and you can just and you still have a bit of an advantage if you think you have a bit of an advantage without the queens on. But if it's really open, I prefer to play it with the queens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's brilliant, Grace. I mean, it's really good, you know, just to not really, you know, to be willing to play positions with queens and without queens, and just, you know, leave it according to the type of position you've got in front of you. That's really, really good. I think that's took me a very long time to get to learn that lesson, I have to say. So really good. So you took off, and then you castled, and then he tried to exchange off some more pieces, actually, didn't he? He played b5 and then bishop e6 there.
Yeah.
And you played f4 in this position. But yeah, just to open stuff up, I guess there. But he played quite aggressively now, didn't he? He played he took, and he played the move knight d4. So what's happening here, Grace?
Well, he's attacking my pawn on c2. But I'm also attacking his e5 pawn.
Yeah.
And I think the position he has like he's attacking my pieces, and his knight is quite strong, but his bishop is just strangely placed.
Yeah.
And I think it's a bit awkward because it's not really, it's just attacking my knight. But
yeah, so you played I mean, I guess something like rook f2 might be possible just to defend the pawn, but you played a very aggressive move there, knight f5,
attacking that bishop. Yeah,
attacking that bishop. So he went for the old Zwischenzug, we've got to say that. Intermezzo, intermediate move. Natasha knows all about those. So attacking your rook. So that
Grace knows all about those, because I think we were on a training session one time and we talked about Zwischenzug.
Brilliant. Yeah. So so obviously if you take the bishop, then the black will take the rook, and that knight probably manages to escape somehow, so it's not going to be trapped. So you played rook to b1 there. And then, had to do something about his bishop, so you took on there. And no, I liked your next maneuver very much, Grace. I thought that was really cool what you did now. So you took the pawn, he took it back, and then you gave a sneaky little check there.
Oh yeah.
King, king there, and then knight there. It's a really nice maneuver. And the nice point is that well, if his bishop moves away, then you're going to grab that pawn basically. So you've got your material back. But actually, if he doesn't do anything, then you've got all these guys attacking here. So what did you expect at this point, Grace? What did you think he'd do at this point?
I thought he'd just move his bishop back.
Like this somehow.
Yeah, to e7. I think
Yeah.
that's kind of just what I was expecting.
Yeah.
And then I'd probably take on e5. And then I kind of thought maybe some kind of king g8.
Yeah, just to defend that one.
Yeah, and then move.
Yeah, maybe put the knight on here, or a nice square on here, or develop the bishop somehow. Yeah, it's quite just a normal position, I guess. But I think you're right, Grace. I think I would have preferred as well to keep my bishop, because what happens is it ends up being getting a bit scary for his king somehow, which is quite you don't really think you've swapped off the queens, and you wouldn't have thought it. But so he attacked the pawn on d3, which is quite reasonable there. That's a backward pawn, and it's been undefended because the knight's taken on c2. But you took on there, took. So you're hitting his pawn. King there, rook here. And then he played the move knight there. So attacking your rook, and obviously hoping to maybe get a knight in here, or maybe take with the rook, but just getting that knight active, because obviously with rook on c6, you're attacking both of these. But you played a really nice move now.
Don't tell anyone the next move yet, because it's everyone have a look at guess what Grace's next move is. It's a very nice, another nice kind of Zwischenzug. Okay, go on, Grace. Hit them with it.
Bishop.
Yeah, really nice move. It just before you're just getting the maximum out of the that activity of the rook there, just before the king, just before you take the pawn, you just put the king on the back rank, and the king's in real trouble there, really, because really restricted there. So you can't leave the back rank with both his rooks, because you'll deliver mate. So that's really good. So you stand very well here indeed.
Just a little bit more of a question. So foreign CL, say a bit more about the foreign CL, because it's a team event, isn't it? And do you remember much about the match, like how the team was doing, and whether your game was important, whether you needed to win?
Well, I remember our team being kind of 5th in the league.
Yeah.
In the thing, and I remember just about here, maybe a couple moves, maybe 1 or 2 moves, maybe after or before. I remember the last board on our team had lost.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it was already kind of stressful.
So it's going to be important for you to try and keep playing and go for the win if you can. Yeah.
Yeah, because our top board also, I think, was maybe down a piece.
Okay.
Different times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always special, isn't it, playing for a team? Because normally you just focus on your own game, but with a team, you're always looking and sort of saying, "Oh, I've got responsibility as well. If my team's doing badly, it's important to do well for myself as well." So, yeah.
So foreign CL's kind of it's a very nice event, and teams come from all around the country. It's actually 4NCL. It stands for Four Nations Chess League. So that's England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales, and teams come from all of those places. And so it's a great chance, as well as to play some good chess, to kind of socialize with players from all around the place.
Yeah. So I was playing for the She Plays to Win team.
Oh, wonderful! Excellent.
Yeah.
This is She Plays to Win. Lauren DaCosta sets it up. Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, and well, we had 3 teams, I think, in that league.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And I was on kind of the top middle team because there was Falcons and there was Kestrels, and then there was the Uni team as well. And
Wonderful.
it was kind of
And these teams are all girls, yeah?
Oh yeah, all girls.
Yeah, all girl players, yeah.
And it was kind of, well, if we had won this match, and then if we had won maybe one other match that season, we may have been in the running for promotion.
Oh, wow, brilliant.
Yeah, because we did finish quite well, considering we were relatively low rated for it. So
brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, because I mean, we can see you're actually 460 points lower rated than your opponent here. So
wow,
you know, it's a big gap, and yet looking at this position, you are doing really, really well. So you're a pawn up here, and what's very important as well is that your pieces, at least this rook and this bishop already very good on the 7th rank. And this king here, I've got a different color. Yay! Managed to get a different color. This one is very, very restricted somehow. So he played a good idea here. He just managed to knock back your bishop, but he knocked back your bishop. But now he got hit on this square with rook f1, so bringing the last piece. I like this very much, Grace, bringing all the pieces active, not leaving a rook just hanging around there, but bringing them all in. So all of your pieces are active now, and that's especially true. He plays f6, so the 7th rank is open like that, and actually also this rook is no longer defending the 6th rank, so that makes it a bit more tricky. And with bishop c5, knight takes d3, and bishop e7, fork. Very good, forking this rook and this bishop as well. So but it's a very sharp position still, and a lot of little tactics happen. So rook takes f6, very good move.
Well, before those rooks get swapped off, then I was thinking of the moment to mention Grace's rooks aren't at all boring. You know, we were talking at the start about boring rooks, but like that one on c7 is really, really powerful, and the one on f1 both got
doing a good job. Yeah.
Doing a good job.
Yeah, and black's rook on e8 is a bit boring. This one's a bit more exciting. You can black can sort of try and combine with knight f4, you know, to attack g2 there. So that's why it's good to get this rook up there and exchanged, because otherwise it might get stuck behind a knight on f4. So rook g7 there, takes.
So Matthew, would you say this is now completely winning for white, or white has a good advantage? I mean, white's got this extra doubled pawn, and the bishop's nicer than the knight. What would you say? Or what would you say?
Yeah, I think white's got a nice advantage here. It's you know, the bishop's got is bishop and knight. There's pawns on both sides, so that's really that's always going to be good news, because the bishop can, you know, cover and advance on one side and support something on the other. The other nice thing is that this pawn's on a dark square, so that's very important as well. The one difficulty, I guess, is that this knight on d3 is a very good piece. You know, it's very active. And obviously the rooks can get a bit active, and now that you've taken lots of black's pawns, the king's got a bit of space as well. So it's quite yeah. I mean, it's a complicated position, but you'd much rather be white somehow. I mean, I think that's definitely true. And actually, well, black made quite a decision that. Yeah, not 100% sure about, although, yeah, you kind of understand it. Black played rook check, rook f1, only move, and now black decided to swap off the rooks.
He'd probably heard that Grace is very good with rooks. With rooks. So he wanted to get those rooks off the board as quick as possible.
Yeah. It's just that, you know, when it's a pure bishop against knight, it's you know, the strengths of the bishop, you know, in a position with pawns on both sides get sort of become even stronger, you know, whereas you would have thought that maybe black, you know, should be really trying very, very hard to keep his rook active, because his rook's on the 7th rank. It's a good rook simply, you know, but The problem is that this knight's defending this pawn, so we might have a move, I guess, like rook d1, chasing the knight away, and then this pawn goes. So it's a bit tricky somehow. But after this, you sort of feel that, oh, you know, white's. It feels good, right? Once he exchanged off rooks, Grace.
Yeah. Yeah, I think because for me, I prefer this kind of endgame because with the rooks, it's always just that rook check, and you always have to be careful
Yeah.
that you're not just gonna fall into a trap.
Yeah.
Especially with the knight as well. It's like two dangerous pieces that, you know, it's better if you can eliminate one.
Yeah, no, I absolutely, I absolutely agree. I think, this is very, this is just a nice, safe position for white, and you can just play and try and exploit your advantage without worrying about too many dangerous tactics. Just the occasional knight fork you've got to watch out for. So yeah, I mean, he's got to watch out. He can't just take the pawn with the knight, because we've got bishop a3 to
no squares.
So he's got to be a little bit careful. So he just sort of brought his knight, tried to bring his knight back to a strong square. But knight doesn't really have a good, spot, his knight anymore now. D3 can be chased away by the king. With the rooks gone, there's nothing to stop you doing anything. And if you try to put his knight on this outpost, you like outposts for knight. Yeah, I mean, the bishop could just attack it, and take it. So it's a bit tough to do that somehow. And
so it still gets trapped if you take on b2.
Yeah, we just come back sneakily, don't we, Grace? And then and then there we are. We're just going to do that. It's quite nice. It's a nice little thing there somehow. I think he was. I get the feeling he was getting a bit confused here. He was trying to play around with his knight, and he was starting to run out of options. He just not able to achieve anything. And this was a very good move. Bishop c3, just consolidating everything. You felt good here, right, Grace? You were pretty confident now.
Definitely pretty confident in this position.
So you do exactly the right thing now. Started throwing your kingside pawns forward, just gaining space, creating a passed pawn, and you're going to distract black, aren't you? You're going to make black deal with that passed pawn, and then you're going to win everything either in the center or in the queen side.
It's still that e5 pawn that's really annoying, isn't it? Because if once white distracts, say, the king away, that e5 pawn, you'll just be able to take it off.
Yeah, I mean, it's always got to be very careful where you put your pawns in these when you're playing against a bishop somehow, and here black's really regretting that he played one e5. Actually, it was a long time ago to put the pawn on the dark square there. So knight there, bishop here, knight d6 and h5. Now this is really good. So you're just advancing very nicely here, and you just keep on going, right, Grace? Just hit the pawn on there, and then g6. So this is really, really nice. Black took the pawn. So what were you going to do if black had gone here?
I would have played g7.
Ooh, that's going to be very, very, very painful, isn't it? And after takes?
No, because bishop takes e5, and then I win the knight.
Forking the two there. Brilliant. That's really classic, just using your pawn to drive away the pieces. So, but he played. He kept on defending well there. He played king there, a knight there rather, and you move forward, and he gave you a check, and you just move back.
Yes. I think I was just a bit unsure with the king moving forwards, especially because he can just go knight g8 and.
Yeah. He can sort of deal with it, but he played the move knight d7, and that gave you. That was a good brave move, knight g7, just moving that pawn forwards.
Yeah.
So if he moves his king there, what were you going to do, Grace? If he played his king there to...
If he played his king there, I'd probably have gone king g4.
Yeah.
Because then if he takes on g7, I can move my king to f5 and then win e5, and then just push my passed pawn.
Yeah, that's very, very good. That's yeah, really classic stuff. Using your pawn to distract the opponent there, and so he played knight f6. He's hoping to yeah, so it's a fighting move. He's hoping to keep your king out of there. So now what you do? You went after his knight and played bishop there.
Oh, and now this is apparently a blunder.
Oh,
okay.
Or a mistake, according to Stockfish. But I thought it was really clever. Because my opponent, he just fell for the trap. Because when he takes on g7 and we trade, it looks like it's just a drawn king and pawn endgame. But then when I go king g4, he can't just, he can go there. But then I have a reserve tempi with b3.
Yeah. Having this move in reserve is really, it gives you, because now he's in Zugzwang.
Yeah.
Indeed. He's got to move. He's got to move. Yeah, that was a very clever trap. It's very easy to fall for that with black, especially. It's been a tough game, a long game, and you think you just see you can grab the pawn, swap everything off, and you think, okay, I'm there, and then you just get caught at the end. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
So you just squeeze him out now with your king. There's nothing he can do. He has to move away. And he was a bit of desperation there, but you took his pawn, and then the pawn went on, and he can't stop you queening, and you won.
Brilliant, very nice endgame there, Grace.
Very nice game.
Well,
yeah, that was really
when you could swap and keeping that extra move in hand.
Yeah, and it was really classic as well. You know, sort of distracting the opponent, and so you can get to his other weaknesses. Really good, Grace.
Fantastic.
You. And what happened in the match in the end? So you won that game. Did it manage to save the match?
No, we lost in the end.
Oh, you lost anyway. Okay, and I think you're playing some more for NCL today. So very best of luck with that.
Thank you.
Oh, of course, it won't be today when this goes out. Obviously, it won't be today. Today at the time of filming. But anyway, thank you ever so much for being on Talented Tuesday. Okay, and I've been Natasha Regan.
I've been Matthew Sadler.
And you say?
Oh, and I've been Grace.
Thank you. I didn't tell you about that before. You should have told Grace beforehand that we were going to do that.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much. And
thank you.
All right.